Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind.
I'm not exactly the right music for it, but for some reason I just want to do a Johnny Carson impersonation. I just can't. It's some wacky, wild stuff. That music, I tell you.
Wacky, wild,
weird, wacky, wild.
So I had to pick this meme up because I just thought this meme totally was appropriate. That's me, Dom. You know, they're all Dom is super popular right now. All the Dom memes.
Dom, he's so hot right now.
He's so hot. But I was just thinking, just Dom was a good meme because you know, it's me, you know, YouTube it, and then all my regulars in the background, all the homeboys and homegirls that
Dom,
hop on. And
how are you driving a car in space right now? Family.
And watch me, you know. So I thought this is me and everybody who's hopping on right now. You're my regulars. What's up, fam?
Fam.
It's
hey, Keon.
family. What's up, Keon? Tobin, what's going on? I will have to.
Except I'd rather be Keon than Key off.
Yeah. So my daughter is going to be. Her recruiter is picking her up here in probably within the next 20 minutes. And what's up, Nightmare? And so when the recruiter gets here, I have to sign a quick release. And so I have to bail for like a minute and sign a document. So you're going to have to hold the show for like 60 seconds or less.
I don't know if I can do it.
It's like a movie, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Save all your questions for that moment, guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll be dead air.
What's up, I Eat Farming? What's up, Andrew Cox, the brother from my mother?
Who? That name looks very familiar. Do I know that person?
Yeah. And but when I bail, it'll be just so I can sign a document, a release for her so she can go, because she is going into the Army for intelligence. So pretty proud moment. Mm-hmm. So super excited about that. Yeah, intelligence. I know, it's
proud
crazy.
Moment. No, just kidding. He just got real bad gas today. He just knows he needed to excuse himself in a little while.
I do have an ulcer, you guys, for real though. I do have an ulcer. We actually got that confirmed this week.
Here's your segue. What's up, Philip?
That's not story time. That's non-party time. That's for real. I got it confirmed. Went to the doctor, and I have an ulcer. I have to like be careful. I can't have any like social alcohol. I can't have fatty foods. I can't take my NSAID headache medicine really at all. Or if I do, I have to make sure I've got food in my stomach.
You can't take care of this pain because the pain you'll cause yourself in your stomach long term.
You know, I've never had an ulcer in my life. And then, I just, for the last few weeks, been having severe abdominal pain. And
my father has been blessed with an ulcer, unfortunately.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, I'm like, dude, something's not right.
I've got to experience it secondhand. They're not fun, doesn't seem like.
Hey, what's up, Robert Arnold?
Yo.
What's going on, brother? He quit the game. I know.
What?
Tear. But we're still
How's
Facebook
Force Canada
buddies.
doing?
We're still Facebook friends, and he's hopping on to say hi. So that's really awesome. I miss you too, brother. Robert Arnold, we still see memes and things like that. He's a meme sharer on Facebook,
yes.
so I steal some memes from him as well.
So much good fodder for that right now.
Philip Gerard says, it'll heal as long as you have family. As long as you have family, Dom. Yeah, it's healing. Actually, my pain was around a 6, and then when I would eat, it would go to like a 10. And I was like, I think I have an ulcer. And so I went to the doctors, and they were like, yeah, you have an ulcer, dude.
A little bit of hangover gift from 2020. There you go.
I know. And so anyway, I got it confirmed. But anyway, it's on the mend. I'm feeling better already. My pain was around 6-ish, and now it's around a 2. So I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I know it's there. I can feel it when you breathe. You can kind of feel where it's at, which is kind of weird. But
so now I can leave you notes around the house that says, "Dear Mr. Gas Man," and that's not just a Dumb and Dumber reference.
Yeah.
How do you know I had gas?
He know I have gas. Hoping my absence is only temporary. Me too. Nightmare says he hears that Team Instinct is making a comeback. And how's that possible without me? You know what? Team Instinct is a philosophy. It's more than just warriors. So
it's a proprietary philosophy.
Yeah, they're going to be out there a lot longer than me. So they're great people. I'm still friends with them. I'm still actually in their server. So they're going to be around for a long time. And they've been making a comeback. So they're going to continue to make a comeback. They're getting quality candidates. They're getting quality players, and they're going to continue to grow and be a part of the top 50 and eventually someday maybe a part of the top 10. The reason why I went back to SL, which is Shadowlands, and that family, is when I quit the game, when I came back, I didn't have any of the Galactic Legends. I didn't have, I was like way behind and everything.
Came back behind the eight
beggars
ball.
can't be choosers. And I basically came in and said, hey, who can take me? And Shadowlands took me in and gave me a home and said, here you go. And we're gonna kind of, get you until, up to speed until you can go back to Team Instinct. They were really, really gracious and gave me that home, that intermittent home until I could go to Team Instinct. And while I was there, I really met a lot of really great players, really loved hanging out with them and their gameplay, game style, how they interact, all of that. That's what I really liked a lot. It was way better than, my previous interactions and stuff with past Team Instinct. And I once I got back to Team Instinct, I thought, I kind of miss Shadowlands. And so I gave Team Instinct a fair shake. They're really great guys, but, play style has a big, impact on how you enjoy the game. And so ultimately you have to do what's most important to you. And so I felt after about 4 months of being with Team Instinct again, that it was time to go back to Shadowlands where I felt most comfortable with play style and things like that. So I did what I always give everybody else, feedback on, which was go where you feel most comfortable. And so I did. And that's where I went. So, by the
Be
way,
social, move around the guilds, find something that works.
Yeah, it's just a game and I can be social friends with anybody, whether I'm in their guild or not. So
nice to have that. It's like you're up on Everest climbing by yourself and the Sherpas came along to help you out because you're about to just stop.
So this is where we're at with Grand Arena, by the way. You know what? It's like
Looks pretty grand.
Yeah, the first time you go into this thing, the very first battle out of the 12 that you have, because, you got to do this 4 times, 3, 4 times. So it's like 12 battles or whatever. It's difficult because you forget. You're like, just coming from 3 versus 3, or when you go back into 3 versus 3, you're coming from 5 versus 5, and you kind of forget like what teams was I using, blah, blah, blah.
Hold on a second.
To make it worse, we were coming from 3 versus 3, and the last time we did 5 versus 5, there weren't this many teams. Like, I have to set 11 5 versus 5 teams and have 11 offensive teams. That's 22 5 teams. Like, that is a lot of roster to have available. And if you slip up and you mess up, you are going to not full clear probably. I mean, like, it's a mess. So,
hey, Danny.
Yeah. So anyway, I went top and I did really well. Really efficient on all these battles except for this Newt team. Now
everything was going so good. Then
now this Newt team, I have soloed this Newt team with my Malik, but I remodded my Malik and I didn't realize I'd remodded my Malik. I forgot. And I totally went in and tried to solo this and I killed 2 of 5 and then lost my Malik. And it was because I took my crit avoidance arrow off. Shame on me for doing that. And so I ended up losing him. If I had my crit avoidance arrow, he would have survived unequivocally. He always
you didn't
does.
Pull up your Excel spreadsheets of all your different mods and everything to try and switch them around.
And so that was my fault because I went in forgetting I'd taken crit avoidance off of him. And so he ended up dying and I had to go back in. And my cleanup team was just a junk Sith team and they cleaned it up. And so I tripped on this. And so I was like, crap, I tripped. This is going to be, he's going to win. That's not good. And it happens. So I tripped once, and then I went back here, and I had a really efficient battle, and then a semi-efficient battle. I got 63 points and 59 points. That's a tough team to beat, right? So, I mean, I lost 7 points and then 3, so 10 points on ships I dropped. That's a lot of points to drop on ships, but it's not terrible either. And then I came up here or down here to clear the rest, and super efficient, choosing battles wisely, and then I've never lost.
What happened?
I've never lost. What's up, Bass, right?
Yo.
I've never lost with my C-Watt against Rey unless they had Jedi training Rey in there with the healing immunity. I've just never done. I've never lost.
It's like the one place for her now. And then
with Jedi training Rey, she does healing lock immunity, and she locks the healing immunity, and then with the insane damage, you can't recover. And so you got to put in a auto taunt tank, something like that. Well, this didn't have Rey, the Jedi training Rey. So I was like, I've never lost to this. And I looked at his damage dealers, and I'll be frank, they're barely skimming 10,000 offense. And mine are at like 11 and 12. I mean, mine are really high offensive. and they're not that fast. They're like barely 300 speed. I mean, honestly, this looks really good. 2 tanks, not that fast, not that offensive. And then Ray, she's solid. But I played it's 10,000 offense Ray. 10,000 offense Ray.
I was offended. Oh, yeah, offense. Yeah.
It's a 10,000 offense Ray, which is good. But I have my C built specifically to counter a 10,000 offense Ray. And I tripped. I frickin' tripped on this, and I killed 2 of 5. And I had to go back in, and I took in my Kylo Ren. And unfortunately, because of my teams I've put on defense, I had Kylo Ren plus 4 other junk first order. And when they went in, she just mollywopped my entire team, and Kylo was able to kill everything but Ray, and Ray and Kylo were solo one-on-one, and she, of course, beat my Kylo.
When you've already got all your starters out there, your second string's already been decimated. It's time for special teams. All right.
Yeah. So now I've lost 2 GLs, Kylo and C, and so now I'm like, what am I going to do? I've got a solo Ray. So I took in my Geonosians because Geonosians, Geonosians are dumb. They are great. So I took my Geonosians, and they easily mollywopped Ray into oblivion. And I got max banners on 3 battles, which is, I think, 25 or 30. I can't remember what it is on the third battle, but I got max banners on third battle. But that sucked really bad. So I was like, man, he's definitely won because I've tripped twice now. Technically tripped 3 times.
This is terrible. I know there's other variations out there, and this may be offensive, so I apologize now. But there's Ray Jedi Training, and I always think it's kind of funny how it stilts you a little bit. You can't say the name very easily, so for some reason, just adding 1 extra word on there's kind of helped me out. So Ray Jedi Training Bra has just been sticking in my head a lot.
Jedi Training Bra.
or Training Bra Ray, I don't know.
Yeah. And then once I got to the back, I mean, I know these teams are probably in theory really good just because they're relict and there's synergy there and stuff, but these were trash to me, and I just mollywalked right through all of this. I mean, I had Triumvirate left over, which easily killed them. Bounty Hunters went through.
That almost looks like auto set teams.
Yeah.
There's some synergy there, but it's a little weird.
Yeah, well, a scoundrel team in the middle with damage and reviving. You've got, the bottom team is a kind of a scoundrel bounty hunter team, but it's mostly bounty hunter. And then the top, same thing, scoundrel team with tank synergy and defense synergy and stuff.
I'm seeing the theme.
But anyway, I walked through this with pretty much max banners, and so I dropped about 60 banners I shouldn't have, and so I gave him 60 banners, a cushion that he had. So I need him to lose about 60 banners.
Just like Grace. Here you go, buddy. A gift you don't deserve.
Yeah. Now I know, right? Now, weirdly enough, he went top, and I was like, "What? What are you doing?" And I gave him a pretty easy top. I'll tell you what, though. The top 2 teams, they may look easy. Bad Batch, no Zetas, and then this weird bow team, which is all Mandalorians, no tanks. They're like the new Ewoks. I don't know if you remember the Ewok team of old, but they go, and you're like, can I have a team, or can I have a turn yet? Please, can I have a turn yet? Would you let me have a turn? That's this team. They
Star Cruiser Wish.
You can
Star
kill
Cruiser
them.
Crash.
Yeah, you can kill them. There's no tank. You're gonna get through them. You're gonna kill them. But they're this is a banner stealing team. Like, you're not getting out of there for more than about 55, 56 banners. Period. It's just how it works. And I know this from my history. I'm taking 5 banners from you with this team. So it's
Boca Trash.
Yeah, Boca Trash. But it's a banner stealer. I'm getting 5 banners from you, and that's why I said it. I've got 11 teams to set. This is a 5 banner stealer. I'm doing it. The second is the scoundrel team. A lot of people underestimate. It's a scoundrel team with a tank attacker synergy, and then a 430 speed Han Solo. A lot of people don't understand how Han Solo can get there, but he tosses his keys.
What?
Yeah, he gets retribution, protection, and 50 speed every time he does it. He can do that 4 times. So he gets up to 430 speed. because he's 230. So he's 430 speed once he's fully ramped up. And he does get ramped up because people don't necessarily target him, especially with the tank Zalbar on there. So he ends up, and then he gets stacking offense. Same thing with Lando and Lando. I really want to take Lando and Honda to Relic 7 for this team because right now they're hitting for 50K,
Boga
70K.
Trash DeLoreans.
Yeah, right.
Keep them coming. This is just feeding my my innuendo.
But weirdly, he went up top and took this team out first, which I'll be honest, General Grievous is an annoying team to take out. So I get it. Like he went, he went ahead and just knocked out a team he knows he's going to have a difficult time with to make sure that he killed it first. And maybe he went and took it out because he wanted to test a team like, what the heck are they? The Rebels, the Mon Mothma team. I think maybe he tried to use Mon Mothma just to see if it'd work.
The Rebel Fighters.
Yeah, and maybe he did successfully beat it with Mon Mothma. I don't know, but he tried
to have a conversation with them politely, been like, "Hey, cool game, all right," and he'll either swear at you or just ignore you.
Yeah. Now this is where my first order came into play, but he did trip, so that's good. Now he beat my Darth Revan, but he did not use Imperial Troopers. And how do I know that?
They're set on defense for some reason?
No. I've looked at his Imperial Troopers, and there's no way his IT beat this. First off,
just based off of what he's probably taken out the
well,
other teams with?
His speeds aren't right. I've checked his speeds. His speeds aren't right. Even though his Piet is, the rest of his team is not set up correctly, so he can't do it. The second thing for my speeds, the second thing is his damage dealer, which is the crux of that team, is at Relic 3 with really trash mods. So there's no way he's going to cut through that. So I know he didn't use Imperial Troopers, which is really good. That means he had to use a mirror match or a GL. So I know I've pulled Darth Revan or a GL, which was important. And then he tripped.
Just swipe that piece off the board.
Yep. He tripped on my gas. And this is why I took gas out of my other team and used this on defense, because gas is one of the highest defensible teams in Grand Arena. It's literally got as high a defense pretty much as all the other GL teams. And so I'm like, it's one character.
Galactic legend.
Yeah, it's one character pulled out of one of my GL teams, but it gives me an insane value for defense on the front line.
And then Decepticons.
Yep. And then I totally trashed my first order team by putting on Hux. Now this prevents him from using like CLS to chew through this team. And then 2 damage dealers and 2 tanks. So it's really tanky, really offensive, tons of countering, really shuts a lot of teams down. This is a really, really, really tough team for him to beat, even with no GL. And then of course the top team is just a solid defensive team. Yeah, you can beat it with like, Jedi Knight Revan or whatever, but it's going to pull a Jedi Knight Revan style team.
It's always fun to throw trash teams up there as long as you know that the strategy is, well, they're going to need specifically this to take them out, because I've seen your roster.
Yeah. Nightmare asks, is he modded for protection or offense?
Yes.
So he's offense, crit chance. There's speed with offense. There's crit damage. There's offense. And there's protection. And if we look at overall stats, he's his health and then his protection, which I did secondary protection on. His speed is just over 260, crit damage, and then he's just a touch over 10,000 offense.
Just a squeak.
Just a squeak over 10,000 offense.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then his crit chance is north of 70%, which is you definitely want north of 70%. So
I mean, that's the kind of General Skywalker makes you go, wow.
Oh, wow. So he's not protection. If you were wondering, a lot of people when they build a protection set, they're looking for a north of 100K protection, and I would like to have
which is great. Yeah,
I'd like to have at least 100K on there. And I'd like to have a little bit more speed. It'd be nice if he was a little higher on his speed, but he's clocked for a specific team right now. I needed him just north of 260 for a specific team, so he's good where he's at, and his protection's a little low, but it's good where it's at. Really, for him, where I needed him for his specific team that he's at, I wanted him north of 10K. So He's good. And you know what? I only have one mod sliced. That's the funny thing. My mods get moved so much. All the good sliced mods go to random characters because I'm constantly moving mods. And so I don't even have sliced mods on him, except for that one.
Musical mods, where would they land?
I know, right? So I'm interested to see what he ends up pulling out of his pocket to get rid of that. And I'm not going to show what's in the back, but I did leave. I'm going to say I don't have all my GLs for offense. It was difficult to get through his multiple GLs with not
Must be nice, Nightmare.
I did not have all my
good job.
GLs.
I worked hard for that.
Yeah, I did not have all my GLs. And so he's going to have to do the rest of mine with, he's down. Remember, he left 2 GLs on defense, which means he has 3 GLs for offense. And he has to clear the rest of my board with 3 GLs, his gas, CLS, and a couple Revens. He's got a lot in his tank, but we'll see. He's got to trip one more time and be really inefficient for me to win. So we'll see. That's my GAC. I'll let you guys know on Twitter how I did so you guys can see. He may win because I did play that Ray poorly. I didn't play it poorly. It went poorly. I played it as well as I've always played it.
Sneak attacked you. Came out of nowhere.
She just, her whirlwind always, not whirlwind, but her ultimate always takes
flip
me,
with the dual lightsabers.
always takes me down to about 50% health. And then I immediately get to go and immediately regenerate health and protection. And when she did it, I was down into a sliver red and one of his characters got to immediately take a turn and pop dead. And that just, I have not seen that. So
well done on the Jedi Knight Luke gooey guacamole. I'm jealous.
yeah.
I'd like to
Also,
get into my account one
if you
day.
didn't see, we get to talk really quick about this pack. Not worth it for anybody out there that's
Not
wanting
worth
to
it
know.
series.
Yeah, RNG was not on my side. I just think that it had to have, been one of those things.
And that probably wouldn't have gotten better by live streaming it either, because that's the one area where GAC kind of turns on you. Put on a live stream. Ooh, wait, don't.
This is $1.
Decepticons, but is he dry as a fart? I mean, if you get hit with the wet fart, that just doesn't matter how powerful it is.
This is $1 a shard, you guys. $1 a shard, and there's something bigger here. I don't know if you remember, but they said he was going to be in the packs up until she was maxed out. She as in Cat, and then once Cat was maxed out, which is the end of this one, then he was going to be moved to being farmable. So we know that in the next 2 weeks, this is over, and he's going to be moved to a spot to be farmed. So within 2-ish weeks, he's going to be a farmable character or ship, which is why they're releasing this pack and making it.
So trash pack, good omen.
So 7 days, right? They gave us 7 days. The event's over in 14 days. So they want you to buy this pack 7 days early before he becomes farmable to give you a jump start. But it's $1 a shard. So
you could get it here by waiting and being patient, or you could pay.
And the only human on earth that this would have even benefited is an individual who said, screw Cat, I only want this ship. High-end player. So this is a paradoxical thing. You'd have to be a super high-end player getting all of the shards, max shards, 44 shards of that ship, maxing the shards every time, and then have to wait until the 14, you get the 14 at the end, and have bought all the subsequent packs, and then buy this pack, and on the 14th day, which is in 12 days, you would have a maxed out Mandalorian first in the world if you bought this pack and you focused on that ship instead of Cat. Who in their right
if
mind?
If you're hyper-focusing.
Who in the right
got everything in the Conquest, and if you saw this pack show up at the right time.
Who in the right mind would do that ship over Cat, who's getting maximum? Anyway, it just, to me, it doesn't.
Like me who doesn't read the forums enough.
I don't know. Why not wait an extra week? It's just a week. It's $30 for a week. Who wants to rush a week and at the expense of not getting Cat? You would have to give up
6
Cat
to 1, half dozen the other. This is not that case.
Get this ship a week earlier than everybody else to not have Cat. That just doesn't even make. I don't know. It doesn't compute mentally for me. Maybe somebody in the comments can say why.
Not quite up to par for how much you have to work to get it compared to what Ahsoka Tano could be. So
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. This pack is absolute trash. So is it worth it? No, it's absolutely trash, you guys. So there's the
Your
Worth It
logic
series.
is not flawed.
There's my Grand Arena. We'll check back in Grand Arena in a little bit to see. It looks like we have 12 days.
We're going to circle back on that.
Yeah, we're going to circle back. So for event feats, about halfway on everything there. So I'm going to get all of those 45 event feats like I always do. Sector 1's done. The last 3 I don't care about. Sector 2's done. The last 3 I don't care about. Sector
not worth the frustration.
Yeah. Sector 3, I'm not done. I have to get basically just one more. It's like 6 more battles with Sith, I think. Because all I want is this last. I just want to get this last 10.
Yeah, those are worthwhile.
Yeah, I need 6 more battles with Sith. So that's no big deal. I'll go in and do 6 more battles with Sith. I'll get 10 more. And 10 more puts me at 79. And then there's one battle I'll do to get one, because I got a 2-star. So if I do that one battle, I'll get another star. So I get 11 more there. That 11 will put me at 80. I'll be done in Sector 3 with 80. I don't even care. And I'll keep moving, because you can miss one in each one and you're fine. So now we're basically into Sector 4, and I'll show you what I have inventory-wise. Again, consumables, don't do them. I haven't done them since I only did consumables that very first time. Yeah, I only did it the very first time. And then these are the ones I've gotten, and these are what I'm using. I'm not happy with what I'm using at all, but I've put them in, and I don't like spending currency to take them out, and I just thought that if I could find more decay turn meter that were good, that I would be happy. Let me see. There's another decay turn meter. Yeah,
you can stack all those up. It can almost become worth 10% at some point.
Yeah, and actually,
you got 3 of them on there, don't you?
Yeah, let me do that now. Yeah, so I've got when you deal damage, they lose turn meter, and then when you gain buffs, you gain turn meter. So now I got 3 decay turn meters, and then buffs. And when you gain buffs, you gain turn meter. And then whenever they fall below, the Ruthless Offense is dumb. Honest to God, Ruthless Offense was my very first card I got to pick. Happened to be Ruthless Offense. It was
it's only one, and you got 3 to pick from, and you're like, well, that's the best one.
It was blue and single dot, and it was my very first one, and everything else was like a white 3 dot, and they were trash. And I was like, blech. So I picked it, and I went ahead and added it.
Yeah, I tend not to go with the 4 dot ones because it seems like you kind of fill up a whole area with one thing that doesn't really help.
The 4.1 is kind of cool, It's deadly momentum, but it's specifically for data discs that trigger on the 100, 70, and 40. So if I can find that other disc that triggers at the 100, 70, and 40, I can combine 2 purple discs for an absolute insane combination, but I'm just holding it for now.
So they do have their place at least.
They do. So anyway, I'm just going to...
Mantra says, careful, can't use... SKR or SLKR if you use those turn meter cards.
Yeah, so SLKR is done. I don't need him anymore. And actually, that's the one team I overused.
You can't use those cards against him, or those cards don't work for your Galactic Legend.
So we've got those in there now. So honestly, I'll be honest, I didn't actually use any of those cards. I had 1 card equipped for Sector 1 and 2. I didn't even use cards for Sector 1 and 2. Sector 3, I installed those other cards that you just saw. And they didn't really help me at all in Sector 3. They're kind of trash. So
seeing what's going on over here.
Moving into Sector 4.
Nightmare Curtis is entitled to his opinion. That's fine. I'm not into censoring, but I guess I'm not moderating right now, so cool.
And then for these feats, we need to score crits. We got to inflict marked, so you can hear this. Marked is either going to be our Imperial Troopers marking ourselves, because it's just inflicting mark.
It doesn't say who you're inflicting it on or against.
Right. They clarified that, so you can inflict it on yourself. So you've got Imperial Troopers, or you've got Revan. So it's going to be Jedis and Imperial Troopers. Critical hits, Imperial Troopers do that, as well as Jedi teams.
Oh, good call, Nantro.
And then the other thing is winning battles with no attackers. Now, that's kind of an afterthought. I can do that later on, but that is... I've got a specific Jedi team that I've got, which is they're all Jedi and all support, and it's extremely powerful. And I can come back in and do one of the nodes just like 10 times if I need to clear that last 10 key card. And yeah, it's got like Yoda, and it's got a Jedi Master Luke as a lead, and he just gets his ultimate really quick, and boom, his hit.
Anything that can trigger that quicker. Andrew says Night Sisters work for no attackers. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking for Night Sisters, though,
That's one
here
that I
because
didn't,
Night Sisters is good for the mark because you can do you can get a lot of your marks with Jedi Knight Revan team on that. So it's really nice to find one of those. Let's see if we can find a good. See, those are all trash.
Disc no good. Disc no good.
There's another turn meter. When you gain a buff, you gain turn meter. So I suppose that'll be our last hole until we decide to switch them if we do, but I probably won't switch them for a while. So we'll have to go down here.
Right, meow.
Right, yeah. And we want to do mark. So let's try Imperial Troopers. I haven't used them at all during this.
You guys are giving me some good advice for no attackers here. I'm going to write this down.
And let's see. Trying to decide if we should use Moff or Stark. Remove turn meter or let's use Stark. Gain turn meter.
For all the innuendo out there for, turning a name into an acronym, for some reason, imps never crossed my mind for Imperial Troopers.
Yeah, imps. That's what we use when we use the bot to report our battles.
It's just too similar
Imps.
to a couple of other very derogatory words.
Oh, of course they go first already.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
Might as well take out a stack while they're at it.
All right, Mark. You. Turn meter. We all got turn meters, so let's punch Mollywop in the face. Oh man, that's like nothing damage-wise. We gotta.
That's all right. He'll gain.
Turn meter. Punch in the face.
Dark Trooper's like the Schwarzenegger of androids,
Let's
bump you up.
Yeah, let's try to ability block and kill, and then I know. Let's try to stagger.
Too much more of this or to get the chopper.
Dang it! The stealthing doesn't help. Kill him before he brings someone back to life. Let's just punch him in the face.
When in doubt.
Dang it, I lost someone. That could have been that could have been a 3-star. I should have done turn meter
Or in
gain.
the words of Raphael, I lost a sigh.
Dark's the only attacker on my team. Yeah.
Yeah. I think X was referring to the no attacker feat.
I think the stagger is pretty good on this if it lands. Man, they got to go first, and this is a 100% team. That's pretty amazing. That this team has got good speeds to see this.
So who would be the better fifth for Imperial Troopers, Stark or Death? Nightmare wants to know.
I like Stark in this situation, but yeah, I really need the stacking offense.
Is he a stark contrast to the rest?
All right, let's mollywop you in the face.
Puns and innuendo. I got him all day.
Turn meter and death.
Give him the death boink. Boink.
No, let's do basic so we don't trigger the counter. That's right. He's
there. It is anyways.
Well, it's because Sunfac. It's freaking Sunfac. They counter every one of them. Magna Guard counters, Sunfac counters, Newt counters.
And they don't even need retribution up.
You gotta kill them. Hopefully we get a stagger on this.
Punch.
Yeah. Dang it. Stop it.
Leave him alone. Leave Dark alone.
Yeah. There we go. Don't kill him.
That was effective. Where were you with the assist, Dark Trooper? There it is.
Don't kill him. Yeah, there we go. No, kill the different person.
That is not what I told you to do.
Dang it. That's the wrong person. I'm wasting energy here. I should just take the 2 stars and move on, but I really want a 3-star.
I mean, I would too, for all the effort.
We're getting marks, though, just so you guys know. Every time I mark, it counts towards the mark, win or lose.
What's up, Aldre?
I could use him for the turn meter reduction. Damn, stop that.
Why is everybody always picking on him?
I know. Turn meter. Kill him.
That's all right. I'll just do this. Carry the 1 over
Punch
for the 2 there and
in the
up.
face. There you go. Now that is efficiency right there. All right, let's do this. He'll counter the wrong person. Oh, don't hit me. Let's try and get an ability block and mollywop to death.
This is
One
true,
more time.
guys. Some beach.
There you go.
Somewhere.
Now we can come over. Oh, don't stun him. Get rid of those. Stagger.
Don't mark him at the start. Well, that just makes too much sense.
Well, you cannot mark him, but he gets stacking damage, and that's really we don't want him.
So it really makes those punches worthwhile. From a 1-2 punch to a single punch.
Yep.
And that ain't spiking the punch bowl.
You definitely want that stacking offense. No, don't kill. Don't kill. Okay. There you go. Okay. That played out better. I knew I could do it.
That's the one I was going for. Thanks, RNG. Actually, wait,
Yeah.
that was talent.
The stacking offense, I feel like, is more important than not marking him. That just goes to prove that RNG, it killed one, then killed the other, and then killed nobody. And I basically follow the same protocol each time. All right, which
So
team do we want to kill?
inconsistent.
Yeah, we're going to go down here.
Wait a second, we got 2 teams here? Yeah, no, the first one. Definitely the first one.
Yeah, we've got time.
I've had those before where it's just like, oh, the leader's not all that impressive. You know, he doesn't really work with the, oh, wait, they have gas in there. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, there's the...
Okay, so...
And then they change everybody's picture around, so you don't know who you're looking at anymore, and sometimes that can throw you off.
Mark. Clear that. Ability block. Mollywop in the face. We got to kill Mara. Let's turn meter gain.
Nightmare wants to know if you've heard
Turn
anything about
meter gain.
Wifey's phone.
Whose phone?
About Wifey's phone. So yeah, she's got the new phone. Is everything working out after the loss?
Yeah, turn meter gain.
That's
New phone's good. The old phone's still turned off. Oh my gosh. I forget they get stacking everything when someone dies.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, now they got more stacking. Oh no.
Marauder never holds up to that kind of a beating.
Yeah, and you know what? We got to get Stagger down.
Yeah.
And we got to come over here. We got to kill this guy because he's going to go on a blitzkrieg.
On a rampage.
Yes, come on.
You want to send him on a... No.
Yeah. Come on. Punch him in the face. Oh, he did nothing on him.
Nothing.
Did you see that? Mara's like,
Nothing.
dang. He's going to mollywop somebody here in a second. Oh, my gosh.
Resisted.
Oh, you know what?
Enhance?
He's invincible.
Yeah, apparently.
But she's
well,
not.
no, it's taking a sliver, and then it comes back.
But she's not. For some reason, she was...
Whatever she was doing for him should be gone now, right?
No, look at him. He's gaining health
It's broken.
on all of the hits.
It's broken.
Look at Mara's like...
Tech support.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is like...
Oof, man. Just
Wow.
He's telling you to hit him, and then he's shrugging it off like, what?
One hit. Yeah,
Barely
retribution.
even bloody his
Damn.
nose. Here it is. That's the one. Come on, break the cycle.
Dang, he's gaining more health.
Break the cycle.
He's got health gain or something. This is insanity. Let's see, he gains health when they attack out a turn. Oh, yeah.
So we're feeding him that health.
Do I have a healing?
Unfortunately,
I've got to get healing immunity on him.
Yeah, a lot of people that are attacking that a turn here with this team.
But I got stacking health or stacking damage. Hopefully that stacking damage is greater.
Yeah, it'd be enough to.
But he's going to take a turn and gain it all back right there. You know what?
I think we've hit a cycle.
Let's see.
Oh,
Go team,
Is
go.
Otto the answer
go
here?
Team, go. I don't know. 2 minutes. I should have taken him out first.
Marauders and Ultimate Imperial Troopers counter. You learn that against C.
Dang. Yep.
Well, defunct.
I actually have
You were
never
right.
used Imperial Troopers against this team, so I didn't.
Wah, wah.
Resisted.
Because now we know.
With
and
stacking-
knowing is half the battle.
With stacking offense, though, I was hoping that I would be able to chew through that.
Mm-hmm.
But every time he takes his turn, he's going to get all of his health back. Yep.
Vicious cycle.
And I don't think we have any healing immunity because he's resisting all that healing immunity.
Yeah. Apparently not.
We got him down to 50% health, and then he just gains it back. 1
Apparently
minute.
10% stacking is more than
Yeah,
what
I
they
should have
put out
killed.
in offense.
I should have killed him first.
Yeah, he'll trip up.
No.
I'm betting he's going to turn first.
Oh, that just took out one of my teammates. Dang it. Let's see if I kill him first. He will get through. Not without my team all dead.
He will get bonked, unfortunately.
All right. Let's try that again, but let's kill him first.
Let's see that again.
Especially because they have that whatever ability where it passes all their, stuff to each other as they die. So he was like Super Saiyan. We have to kill him. I just don't
sharing
want
his
Vader to
caring
be Super
incarnate.
Saiyan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's going to go for him off the bat. Sorry, you're my first target. Die.
Yeah.
No stacking for you. Yes. Do over. Exactly.
I'm learning. I'm learning and stuff.
So you need to do something different. What was it? Punch harder. Oh, okay.
Wow, it's amazing how fast this is.
The kill order just changed. That's what threw
Good
it off.
Lord.
And out of nowhere, Scion's going to go into ultimate mode.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. I just had to kill him first. That was a little bit easier. He's like, oh, I'm dying. It hurts.
Special moments,
Okay.
yes.
Note-
Watching Euros?
Note to self. Don't leave him for the end. Oh, we're all learning. I'm learning, and you're all watching me learn.
That's the exact opposite for me. If I decide I'm mad enough I'm going to punch something,
Dude.
usually I don't punch it as hard as I want to, so then it demotivates me, and then it kind of builds
Nightmare.
down. Whereas Death Trooper,
The more you know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I've
you
never used that one. All right.
Because now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. So what's I've been watching the Euros. What's the Euros? I ate farming.
Da, da, da. Wait, hold on. This is going to kick me all the way out. There's no way to get back without going all the way back. That they need to fix that too. Like, I just wanted to go back one step to be able to look at my
You got to go back
feats.
before you can go forward. That's just apparently.
All right, 30 critical hits. That's it, and I've only inflicted marked twice.
It's been more than that. Or all those attempts. Well, did you back out of a couple of the attempts? So that's probably why they didn't go on.
Oh, you know what? I bet that's it. I had to go to defeated.
You had to actually finish.
I had to be either defeated or victorious.
Probably.
So backing out didn't count. Dang it. Urgh. Dang it. Win 10 battles with no attack.
Soccer tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't watch football.
American.
Yes, exactly. Soccer, as you call it.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that one. Football makes a heck of a lot more sense there than the political version we have here in the States.
All right. So lots of Sith.
That's exactly why I don't
Rebels.
watch why I'm not watching the Olympics that I think are currently going on right now. Because it's like as soon as you
Ewoks
add
suck.
sports to politics, it makes it even worse.
Jedi will be good for these. You can mark. They have no Night Sisters, and for a reason. Is there a healer to bring back anyone? Nope. Dang it. You can sometimes use Ewoks. Is there a healer here? Yeah, there's a healer here, and she brings people back to life. So you can sometimes use this team.
Yeah, guys, no, I don't really get down on soccer. I feel bad for those guys because it's a giant field, and they're just hoofing it back and forth and back and forth, and then they fall over on drama for a little bit, and then they back and forth and back and forth, and then a little more drama, and then they back and forth and back and forth. But the most exciting thing about those games, always hands down, the announcers. Those guys are amazing. They make it watchable to some extent.
Neil asks, which cards are you using to maximize your teams in Conquest? I don't feel like I'm using any good. I'm using turn meter gain and turn meter reduction cards because I'm an idiot because they've squashed the viability of those cards. But I'm a creature of old habit. I just decided to pick them anyway, which is really dumb. But so I'm using those. So
well, that's what Gooey Guacamole is saying, is if you deselect the node you're on, you can go back and see the feats. So you don't have to go back to the whole cycle of...
Deselect the node?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you just click kind of outside of where the node is in a blank area, and then it pops back up in the corner there.
Let me see.
So just off of the node. Yeah.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
learning something new every day.
I'm like this, and I'm like
so much.
I'm like, click the node. I'm like, how do I get out of here? So I hit the back button because, well, logic dictates a back button would make you go back, but it takes you completely out of Sector 4.
Logic.
There we go.
Science.
Okay. All right.
We don't use logic anymore. That died about 6 months ago. All right. Got more imps going on in there.
Yeah, that's science. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm using my cards very well.
We say it's not science, and then we say we believe in science, but we don't believe in science.
I'll be honest. I don't feel like I've gotten very good cards up to this point. The only thing they've given me is trash and what I'm using. And what I'm using is trash, but it's better trash than the trash I've been given, frankly. I did get one purple, but the purple one, if you saw the purple one I got, it's literally contingent on another card or cards that I have not seen. So that sucks. Punch him in the face.
Indeed, Exo.
Punch Emperor Palpatine in the face.
Get rid of science, it's demonstratable and repeatable. Yep. The science that we're talking about these days, not science.
Punch him in the face. Come on, punch him in the face. We got to get rid of this guy right over here.
Neil Spicer, the feats that we've been referring to today have been the feats at the end of each node. So if you're going against Padme or whatever, and you got one last feat that gives you 3, you can usually ignore those and just go to the main full node feats that you see down in the bottom left corner.
She has the stagger, so I'm going to go over to him, do the AoE, so she'll lose her turn meter, and we'll kill him.
Nice. That's strategery.
Strategery. Well, and he's going to taunt anyway, but he's going to be pretty easy to kill.
Gooey Guacamole literally just had this conversation a little bit ago. I mean, do you not feel that inflation and the world crumbling around you right now is not getting so much better because you supposedly saved 16 cents in your hot dogs or your barbecue? I mean, I feel like the whole world just put itself back together, don't you? 28 shards from a 7-star Dark Trooper. Nice. Yeah, I'd be excited to get him too.
Dark Trooper's awesome, you guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't think that one through.
Under the right Imperials team, he's the stuff.
I didn't think that one through. I have to do a Darth Revan team. Well, you know what?
Whoopsie.
I kill this team with my Imperial Troopers all the time, although my Imperial Troopers go first. They're at 70%. Let's see if I go first. If I don't go first, I got to restart with a different team.
Warrior did not have foresight up before he chose that node.
Yeah, I did not.
I never have foresight up. That's just
that's
an ability that my kit doesn't have.
I can kill this team. Oh, they went first. This is going to be bad. I got to reset.
Ooh, gas is bad enough as it is, but in California, I feel for you.
Yep. All right, so
such a cool state. Just
you go first,
decimated by so many bad ideas and agendas.
All right. Yeah, I have to go through them. Let's use...
A lot like the state that I live in right now. So we're doing something other than Imperial Troopers, huh?
Yep, we're going to do Jedi.
So I had thrown out the idea of having an intro song for the live stream today, but unfortunately 3 seconds worth without getting copyright hit wasn't enough. But it was, does anybody know the song Conquest by the White Stripes? I just thought that it was going to be so fitting, but, of course, didn't get to use it. What's up, Xevious? Good to see you, too.
I mean, I think that's a lot OP.
Is diesel cheaper than gas right now? Huh. The fluctuations, I tell you. The price fixing.
Diesel used to be cheaper than gas. That's why everybody bought diesel. It used to be a thing. People would buy diesel so they
Well,
could
and it
save
does
money.
put out less carbon emissions. It's funny how it blows out more black smoke, but it's better than the environment than our gas vehicles. So, yeah, I can see why it would have been a good thing for a while. Yeah, Zevius knows what I'm talking about. Conquest. Yeah. Bringing all the best Jedi. Well, yeah, that is the team right there. It takes 2 Lukes to get to it, but, it's still worthwhile. Love that ability. Oh,
You can't stun them,
right.
but you can critically hit them. And this will make him taunt, but it should kill her on the second hit. Oh, it didn't kill her. Dang
it.
it.
Was supposed to.
That's all right. This will kill her. What?
You can't kill her because she's a strong woman. Strong woman.
I can't believe that's 2 AoEs that didn't kill her. That's all right. You're going down, Chica.
Would you say she went down in an earlier round?
200 and something. I don't even know.
Nice.
Goodbye. Yeah, that was a pretty good battle. They definitely make Conquest fun, really fun for those who have all the tools in the toolbox. Mm-hmm. If you only had like no GLs, didn't have the Revens, didn't have gas, and you had to play like normal mode. I mean, I guess it would be fun to try to use your other teams, but it would be difficult. And I could see how people would get like frustrated at the game and things like that, So I think I only got 1 mark. I got to find a Night Sister team because you can get like 20 marks in one battle, 15 to 20. I'm thinking this one.
Yeah, Nightmare. Probably the best episode in at least the last 5 seasons or so. It was
There's a Night Sister
absolutely
team.
on the nose, and it was hilarious. Oh, wait a second. We thought this whole new concept of what we would allow in sports is going to be great and wonderful and empowering, and instead it just horribly backfired on us. Yeah, sure did.
Okay, so we don't need this damage or this damage or this damage. I don't think. I mean, I don't want to lose, but I also don't want to.
Who does?
But I don't want to take in like too much power. Let's go. Let's do something like.
That's funny too. I made a joke towards a South Park episode about strong women. Well, here you got plenty of lightsabers, so yeah, tip assist.
Let's do something like this. If you don't have a Relic 7 Ezra, you should do that.
Relic 7 Ezra. Are you even playing the game, bro?
Yeah, Relic 7.
Are you even getting good?
Relic 7 Ezra is pretty fun. And he's not, I stole all the good mods off him. Sadly, he's not even modded right anymore. When I say modded right, I mean like modded fun.
I would definitely put Ezra in my top 5 favorite Jedi.
Want to keep
not even
the
just
healers.
in the game in general. I mean, like story-wise and just how cool he was off the bat and barely needed any training. Yeah.
We'll mark her. Goodbye. And then...
Still needed training, unlike a Mary Sue that we know about, but besides the point.
We'll just take off that. Set you down.
He's not really that annoying until he starts buffing everybody up.
Pass the turn. We'll just do a basic. But what?
Yeah, Audrey, same. No Galactic Legends.
I
still
enjoy
stuck in normal.
I enjoy taking this off just so I can not see stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah, Nightmare.
See?
I would like a Relic 7 Ezra, but...
They brought her back to life. That's exactly what I was hoping
point.
for.
Oh, good. I'm glad a moderator got that. We didn't need to hide that. That's exactly what it
Yeah.
It's exactly what a Relic 7 Ezra is.
Don't kill too fast.
Was he all the Jedi, though? No. What he got, he earned. It wasn't given to him.
Ooh, he's hitting for 91,000. Yuck.
Nice pass, Reich. Which is funny, too, because you have Ezra at Relic whatever, and then how's the rest of your Phoenix squad doing?
Oh, I didn't even get more than 1 mark on that. Dang it. Crappy.
5 Galactic Legends free to play? Cite your sources, EXO. I want to see spreadsheets. I want to see your account. What's your ID? I don't believe it. No, in some ways, I look at people saying things like that, and I have to remind myself I've been playing the game probably a lot longer than a lot of them have. So my farming and my whole mentality was way different and going towards something completely different at the time. So if you jumped in at a certain point where you could start your account the right way, going specifically for Galactic Legends, yes, you could get there quicker than I could.
Oops. So I like...
I was talking too much there for a while. Which one's a good point? I don't know.
I like using Jolie, and I like using... this guy. Also, by the way, little pro tip. Most of you probably know this, but lose. Lose. So you don't lose the battle.
Lose a battle?
Yeah. You do as many marks as you can, but lose the battle. So you only lose energy. You don't actually lose your stamina on the characters.
And you can gain more mark.
Yeah. So
it's a good idea.
That's solid. So we're going to come over here. We're going to stun. We're going to mark.
It's a good point, Defunct. Oh, Phoenix team, right? Look at my Ezra. Well, the rest of you guys are pitiful, but look at him. Anyone know the minimum amount of GP to have all 5 Galactic Legends? That sounds like more math than I feel willing to do, Joey. I don't mind a little math here and there. Oh, Nightmare saying you can get 6 marks in one battle if you use Imperials versus Night Sisters.
Well, we used Imperials, but...
That's true. They're a little low on stamina at the moment.
They're at 70.
Not enough mid packs for all that.
And actually, there's a better Night Sister team, the one that doesn't have her as the lead, because she's annoying and brings back everybody on every hit, which is just really annoying. Because you got to kill all but one, and then they do that.
I'm tired of this Mother Taliesin and this Mother Night Sisters team. What are you talking about there, Exo? Bitcoin is under 7 million? You say these things, and suddenly I get all worried, and then I have to check. It's gaining a little bit in the last 24 hours, but yeah, Bitcoin's still stagnant again.
I got to stay away from AoE and accidentally killing the the other lady.
Oh, the player Bitcoin. I can be too literal sometimes. Just imagine walking into Division 4 or something with 5 Galactic Legends. Yeah, right.
Man, that's nuts.
Big fish in a small pond.
But if you let it time out, you lose, but you still gain all of your marks. The problem with this is just that it's the wrong lead. So that kind of crap happens. If you had the right lead. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Exo, is that just a jumble of numbers, or is that actually somebody's account? Me? No, I'm close to a gas. That's what's been my slow,
Yeah, he ate too much.
long-term
That's why he's
farming.
close to gas.
Yes, and I'm always gassy anyways. I'm always full of hot air. You guys haven't figured that out yet. Although, unfortunately, my bite is bigger than my bark, which is why I don't bark very loud.
We'll do this once and then move on because I know this is probably super boring for most people to watch. to like get 5 to 10 marks per battle and have to do this like
one of those things that's better in theory concept as opposed to watching it.
Well, it works. It's just boring.
Yeah, it can happen.
It's kind of lame that they create like arbitrary things that you have to do.
Oh, I mean, it wouldn't be the hard Conquest if it wasn't, you know? Random roadblock, random roadblock. Oh, look at that super overpowered GP you have and all your great characters and modding. It doesn't matter.
We're going to get one more mark before I let them win.
They're pulling the stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. Is gas a longer farm than a Galactic Legend? At this point, it sure feels like it, but no. Hypothetically, at this point, with somebody joined the game a year or two ago, their Galactic Republic is already way more built up than mine was. Mine was completely an afterthought because it was not worthwhile back then. I mean, it was to an extent, but not until they brought in, like, Padme.
Oh, did I time out? Oh, that's so sad.
Just got gas a month ago. Nice. Well done, Aldry. He's a toughie. He is a toughie.
I bet I only got like 5 on that, 4 on that. That's gonna.
I mean, I'll specify I have done the event, but not in my Sure Shot account.
So we're 10 of 40. That's fine. I'll do that another time. We'll just keep moving on. Actually, to move on, I have to beat it.
Whoa, halfway there, but not living on a prayer.
We're halfway there. Wait, is this one the one I want?
It
is the one I want because I only need to buy one more. I only have to buy one more of that.
And then finish the event out, and then Bob's your
finish
auntie.
the event out, yeah. So, okay, so we'll beat this really quick. Actually.
Actually, I shouldn't say that anymore. I should say Bob identifies as your auntie. Something like that.
Yeah, so I'll beat this, move on, get some more currency.
Stephen Cook, the gas event is great, though. I mean, in terms of if you're a little bit disillusioned by some of the other events prior to it being super easy or not all that interesting, suddenly they just turned it up to 11 for gas. Yeah, I'll give you that. But all these other events requires these characters. Yes, but the gas event goes to 11.
There's a 1.
A 2.
A 2.
3. Gooey guacamole smelled what I was cooking.
3.
And it wasn't The Rock. It was family.
Yeah, Dom.
Got to keep the family together. Just watch out for light poles.
Oh, man, that was rough. Damn.
And Porsche GT 500s.
That's rough. Let's take a little bit.
Not as rough as the Impact. Ooh. Something about Porsches, man. I don't know what it is. Yes, XO, I do as well. You don't need a card for that. Because my body, my choice, right?
All right. Let's get everybody healthy and mark away.
Those Dom memes are taking over the world. Well, just recently during the inauguration, it was Bernie Sanders who took over the memes for a while there.
I like the one where he was in the sweater and he was holding someone's like arm wrestling someone or like on the ground.
I've been watching.
No, it's funny.
You guys are gonna laugh. I'm watching way too much Baywatch lately.
Oh my god!
So when I saw a meme of Bernie Sanders in the water with one of the buoys in front of him,
that.
and he's got his mittens wrapped around the guy trying to pull him out of the water. That was pretty good too.
Like you just admitted you watched Baywatch.
Oh, I'll admit it. It's funny because that show was palatable in the first season, and then pretty much midway through second season, and especially third season, it just turned straight to Bikini Watch.
Bikini Watch.
Gooey guacamole? No.
Sure, that's what it's supposed to be.
It wouldn't be entertaining and little quips here and there anymore. It would suddenly turn into like my full-blown ire and venom and vitriol, and that wouldn't be good. I got to keep myself away from something like that.
Yes, please.
No political podcast for Sure Shot. Unless, there's suddenly money involved, in which case that changes everybody's morals, right? Oh, Bernie Palpatine memes. I haven't seen any of those. Those are probably great. I just can't help it. But I mean, just, I want to wear a parka everywhere with mittens and just sit like that. Kind of like how I wish I could have sound effects, like when somebody's sitting there trying to like really drive their point home and debate me about something, and they're just making no sense whatsoever, and they pause to like get my reaction. I would love it if my eyelids made that blink, blink, blink noise. One of my favorite sound effects ever.
I think I can get 2 more marks out. Here's the first of 2.
Mark them.
It's amazing the kind of like damage output you can get on these characters.
Mm-hmm.
In Galactic Conquest. You're like, man, my characters can't do that in real life.
Sometimes it just needs some time.
Oh, he's got buff immunity on him? Oh, I got to clear that
A lot
off.
of Padme and Anakin memes currently. Yeah, plenty of those.
Yeah.
The
those
Padme
ones are
Anakin
awesome.
memes are kind of like sand. It's coarse, irritating, gets everywhere.
I got to clear that buff immunity or they're going to take him out before he gets his last mark.
Yes, East Coast is always humid. Always. Very interesting. Nope, we're a bit more of a dry climate out here. It's
Yes.
definitely the stereotype of, but it's a dry heat. You know, because like where I used to live in Illinois, I always attribute it to boiling like a lobster, whereas here you're cooking in an oven.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes.
Well, especially lately where we've not really gone down below 100 degrees the last month. I mean, we had about 3 or 4 days in between there where it kind of dipped down into the 80s for about 2 days, and then it decided to shoot right back up again. Some call it climate change. I call it weather manipulation. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, you know?
All right, I got to win this, so...
Yeah. Might as well turn it up to 11. And go.
There we go. All right, I think I have to bail for about 1 minute, and you're going to have
1 and a
to
half.
talk for a second.
Well, there was
I heard
a...
somebody come in. I got to go sign a document
Go
for
check
my
it out.
daughter who is going into Army intelligence.
Woo!
Woot woot.
Whoop,
So-
whoop, a doop.
I'll be right back.
It's happening.
I think we're going to do that node.
That node. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and snag this mouse over here because there was a Korra fet, some kind of fet. Yes, harp nightmare. And that worked out way too well together because, don't get me wrong, I like science. I like figuring out what we can do with the weather, figuring out how we can make things better. Always about advancing, not just for the sake of advancing, but because it actually needs to happen. So I liked initially what they were doing until I started looking into it further and realized what kind of weather manipulation patterns we had going on. That was just ridiculous. But to stay off the political side of things, because, you know, science turned political these days. Yeah, Zero Fett asked a while ago, and I figured this might be something that we could go back to because I didn't want to miss out on your question there. But he's new to the Warrior community and wanted to know what our favorite characters in the game were. Not necessarily strongest, but just your favorite character because of their abilities and play style. New subscriber for sure. So wanted to come all the way back if you're still even watching and care or whatever. I figured we could make that a discussion. What are some of your favorite characters? I would say because they're cool, but also because you like their kit in the game. Because there's a little while that I went in my account going, you know what? It's like a card collecting game. I'm just collecting Pokemon here. I like my favorite characters. I'm going to go for them. I'm going to get all the Lukes just because I'm a Luke fanboy. Ezra because he's one of my favorite Jedi. Obi-Wan because he's another favorite Jedi. So yeah, I think those 3 mainly just because I think they're probably the coolest Jedi of the show, and they have very interesting and intriguing stories, in spite of going to the Tachi station and picking up some power converters, because not everybody was a big fan of the squeaky voice Luke back in the day, because, yeah, I'll admit it, it took a second for him to warm on me, but by the second movie, of course, it's just amazing. And then, of course, we won't even talk about The Last Jedi, because, you know, who wants to be depressed? Pokemon, gotta collect them all. Have any of you heard the song Bitcoin, Gotta Cash 'Em All? The original singer of the Pokemon theme song, don't know the guy's name or whatever, got together with this guy named Jonathan Young who does Disney covers and other stuff all in like hard rock or metal form. And he did a song with him called Bitcoin, Gotta Cash 'Em All. Pretty entertaining if you're into comedy songs that are more of a metal nature. Dark Trooper at Relic 7, yes, amazing. For those lucky ones who try to get to relegate, yes, Joey the Goat. How many in the chat are more than one relegate character right now? If not even one relegate. That would be interesting to hear. Because it's not so much that it's a new ability or a new advancement of the game or whatever. It's a bit about being part of a guild powerful enough and consistent enough to actually get through the raid, let alone to actually get those relic materials. Yeah, I hate farming. Me too. 0. I mean, if I don't have Galactic Legends, I probably don't have a relegate character, right? See, didn't mean to make it depressing, but we're all not alone. It's a support group now for people who don't have relegate characters.
I don't have any relegate characters. I don't have any Galactic Legends. What are you talking about?
None. Yeah, I don't have more than 10 Galactic Legends. I don't have more than 7 relegates.
We'll just keep going. Let's get to the last. I got to get enough currency to
Arrow's
buy.
got 2 relegate characters. Nice, well done. GK and Gas, good calls.
Pay $1,000 million.
Bassrike's got 3 relegates.
Nice.
Grandmaster Yoda,
Holy
GK,
crap.
and Jedi Master Luke.
I forget this team's so OP. Yeah. All right, you guys. That's
and they're
not cool.
pesky with their crit hits. I tell you what. And go, and go, and go.
And stun.
I do know this, Ray Rock, yes. And unfortunately, with my Sure Shot account, who's not quite able to complete the normal node, completing the hard node to get just 10 relegate materials is a little bit of a far-off task, unfortunately.
Bank. That's not cool.
As much as I appreciate my guild, I really do, we are not up to that level of doing the raid or most of the territory battles, so I'm definitely lacking on cam shards, I'm lacking on relegate materials, although I did just get a 7-star Watt Tambor, so we are kicking butt in that at least. Pretty great to be a 4.5 million GP account with a 7-star Watt Tambor. Neil Spicer's getting close to his first relegate, going to, General Kenobi's a good one.
Sucks.
He's a massive tank, and he's got a ship and all that, so he's worthwhile.
Stop it. No.
That's a good point, Exo. Maybe we should start looking into a couple mercs come in there and help us out so we can all get some relegate materials.
I got to get rid of that tank, man. Zalbar is killing me.
Gooey guacamole. California has banned relics over 7, so unfortunately I have 0. Yeah. They found that relics actually emit emissions, so more than cow farts. It's a problem. They got to take care of that.
Yeah, cam is hard to get, even if you're in a good guild.
Yep.
I'm in a great guild now.
That's true. Yeah.
But even when I was in a good guild, I mean, a lot of guilds. Oh, look, current reward is up.
Yay!
Hey, there's 75. I was hoping there would be a boost somewhere. Somewhere over the
nice
rainbow.
Arrow getting top 10 in C-Pit. That's good stuff.
Let's grab this. Let's commit to it, because if you don't, you can't progress. 560, 525. So there we are, 240 out of 330. If I get 90 from the event, which I will, I will have her
finally
at 330, because you get 90 out of the max.
I'll have Ahsoka Tano and at least 17 conquests. No big deal. It's an unlock.
Which team? Do you think my
Bassrike,
Imperial Troopers will be faster?
For that. Relic 9 is on the way.
Do you think Imperial Troopers will be faster than these guys?
Yeah.
Because if not, they're just going to never stop going. You know that, right?
True.
Rebels just go.
Can you actually check their stats?
Go. No. No, you just find out through going in.
That's true. If you could check their stats, and you'd know just how ridiculously OP they all are.
Yep.
My Shard Shop gets 40 plus cam every month. Nice. Wait, Shard Shop? Shard Shop? You mean you have the excess of cam shards every month? Ugh.
That's because he's got a 7-star.
Yeah, I know. But Jelly.
Poopy head. Oh, they go first. Oh, this is not good. Oh, no. No. Let's see how
they went first.
This is what I wish my team looked like.
Okay, sorry. Under normal circumstances, yes, the Imperial Troopers are much faster.
This is awesome.
Hard conquest.
Let's see if they can defeat me without me taking a single turn. I'm pretty sure they can. Here we go. 2, down.
Yeah, see, normally this just boils my blood, but if I go into it knowing it's going to happen, I guess it makes it a
Oh
little bit
my
easier.
gosh. He's got a sliver of health, and he's got 1 stack
Hi,
remaining.
Goku Gamer for life. Or I should say,
Gooey guacamole, we need to redistribute those.
redistribute.
All right, let's forfeit that.
SWGOH inequality. Foreign policy on SWGOH is just horrible. It's
All
atrocious.
right, let's see where we want to go. Future Vision. After an ally gains 10 buffs, they gain foresight for 2 turns. Lame sauce. Oh, there we go. Ruthless Debilitation. When an enemy
special
falls below
sauce.
100%, they're inflicted with healing immunity for 2 stacks of armor shred, which can't be dispelled. That plus the other one that I have is insanely overpowered.
when they fall below. Yeah.
Oh, insanely overpowered. Now I finally have a card worth actually using. So that triggers at 100. It will also trigger at 70% and 40% because of the other card I got that's purple. But a purple card is worthless without this. You have to have a card that says when they fall below for that other card to be worth anything. Now,
You have to really pay attention to the wording of these, otherwise it just won't work.
Zealous Ambition is good. And that's the other side. And then there's another turn meter, which is trash.
My silly self would come down here, look at this list, and then by the time I get done reading all of them, I go, oh, right, that's right, that turn meter one's a good one. Click, take that one. Wait, I didn't even look at the top yet.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Zealous Ambition is good, and that's a blue one. Blue's the best. And so that would be awesome because I own 0. By the way, you can look at how many you own. Like I own 2 there. I own 0 there, 0 there. But this one, offensive buffs, I have 2, right? But this one, Ruthless Debilitation, I am 100% going to be putting that into my stockpile. We're definitely doing that. So we need to do 2 battles to get to that.
See what that's like.
We can... I don't want to do Padme. Oh, there's a good Night Sister team. That's a good one for marked right there. I'm going to go that route, and to get there, I've got to go here. So we're definitely going to go here. We're not going to use Imperial Troopers for sure. Whoops. So we're going to go...
Apparently that's not a normal Phoenix team.
Yeah. We're just going to do... You know what we're going to do? We're going to do support. We're going to do a support battle.
Yeah, that's right. You saw it here first.
Where's support? Support. And leaders. Let's do Jedi. Actually. Pretty sure it's this guy because he's not an attacker. Yeah, he's a tank. And then Yoda and Shock.
Yoda's gotten a bit of use, huh?
Who else? Let's do Ayla.
What's up, Waffle House? We're glad to have you.
Ayla's not an attacker, I don't think. Yeah, she's support. That's good.
Goku Gamer for Life. Good Geo teams are pretty much just that, the Geo team with GBA as the lead. Otherwise, you can throw Django in there sometimes. I've seen a couple of different ones that have both Newt and Dookie in there that work out really well.
Dookie.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you throw GBA in there, though, you always get the bonus tune, so that's nice. You can throw him in as not the leader and then still be able to have a 6th character in there.
All right. I don't know if we're going to lose people because Rebels just get to go forever. They just get to go, die. You know what I mean? Like,
well, because, Rebels are just so OP in this game, right?
Well, they are in this. Luckily, they don't have Hera. Hera, weirdly, or not Hera, sorry, they do have Hera. It's Sabine.
Yeah, Sabine.
It's Sabine's basic. For some reason, it's broken in Conquest.
And go.
Yeah.
And go. And you have Ezra, who's got an ability to go second time, if it triggers, and it never does. Here's your one poke.
We're just gonna pass and get to ultimate as fast as humanly possible. So we pass that coin, the far right coin, to everybody. Passing the coin.
A little bit of hopscotch.
My tank should be able to handle it. I am going to give everybody a little bit of protection up. Yeah,
you get a turn. Waffle House has your Phoenix at gear 13 and they suck. They have their place at Gear 13, but even then, if you're going to go that far with them, you still need to reach Relic 7 for them to be as effective as they could be in those few situations here and there. So it's really got to be a situation where you just like the team that much. Oh. I wouldn't knock you for putting those guys in Relics, not at all. I'd do it.
Bonk. Give everybody a little bit of bonus protection here.
Yoda's just a sharing and caring individual, you know?
Yeah, he is. Watch this.
Steal buffs from the enemy, I do. Give them to you, I will. To you, give them, I will? I don't know.
Dang, they are really tinky.
Ooh. Have we seen the trailer to Val Kilmer's documentary? No, but I would be interested. Val Kilmer's got some out there ideas about some things, but I think that he's kind of on the right track in other areas.
Wow.
Consider myself a Christian, but I wouldn't consider myself a Christian Scientist, and that's where I kind of go, yeah, you take the two terms that mean something different, and they don't really work in that regard.
All right, we're going to see this Night Sister team crumble here in just a second, and then we will be able to combine discs, which I'm excited to be able to do a disc combination that is really overpowered. You guys will enjoy.
Nightmare, kind of in the same boat. I did get my Ezra to Gear 12, though, so, you know, just had to work the Things team up there a little bit, but after Thrawn, they pretty much just got ignored, because I think they're all still in Gear 8 waiting for... Mark 5 stun guns.
All right. Let's just make sure they gave me the credit for a battle. Yep, a battle. There we go.
You're a Jedi Sith. Oh, so you turn Sith after being trained as a Jedi? Yeah.
Okay.
Happens a lot.
Let's go up here. That one's going to be marked. That one's a good one for marked because they don't keep coming back to life. It's a little faster to chew through, and you can get a few more marked. I can get like 8 a battle instead of 4 or 5. I can get like 8 or 9 a battle. So for me, it's a little faster.
Who in that team marks?
Nobody.
Oh.
I'm just saying if I clear it, it'll be a note I can come back to for marks.
Right.
You know, I just like to get the marked. I like to get a few more marked. And this lead team, there's less reviving, and reviving takes time out of the 5 minutes of battle. It's super annoying. So, whop.
Ah, yes. So Val Kilmer's documentary is basically a vlog that he's done over the course of his entire career. Yep, I'd watch it. He's an interesting guy. And you can use Grievous for the mark feat, too. Yeah, that's true. Separatist droids do have the mark ability.
That is true.
As much as, say, Night Sisters or Jedi Knight Revan?
Try and get the coin passed around as fast as possible. There's one death. Let's do another death.
Get that ultimate. Get that ultimate.
They get so much turn meter. It's insane.
His is definitely the coolest transition into ultimate that I think out of all the Galactic Legends.
I don't know. Sure. I like Jedi Master Kenobi's where he's like, and everybody's like lights up.
Should have thrown a caveat in there. I have not seen that take place yet. So.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's do a battle with those here in a minute. You can see those here in a minute once I unlock this coin or this token, because this new token is amazing, dude. You're gonna like this combination. I'm about
That's cute token. Okay.
Yeah, this new token is really cool. It's really neat.
What's that, Kenny?
You're gonna like it. Oh, I forgot to do the token.
Aldre wants to know which is a better leader spot, Galactic Legend Luke or Jedi Luke. Probably Galactic Legend Luke.
Depends on the comp. If you've got a team that's like super fast and everything, you want to slow them down. Jedi Knight Luke. If you need the durability, I would do Jedi Master Luke for the durability. I really like this for durability. Like when you know they're going to go first, which is what friggin' happens.
Gooey Guacamole, you and me both. We're about to see it here in a little while. It's going to happen.
Oh,
that one too.
Yeah, that one's pretty dope. He's going to do an AoE blast that's going to wreck stuff here in just a second.
Yep, one of the C's is cool also. He goes from pretty decrepit to even more evil, like bam.
Yeah, I like C's, but the one that I think is the funniest is because Kylo's is like the worst because it's like Disco Dan.
It's almost like the emo ultimate. He's just gonna go full blown. Hate my father.
Well, it's like Disco Dan. You can see everybody in the background on the dance floor. You can see him in the background on the dance
Turns to
floor.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, he like drops his helmet and he's like, Disco Fever. He drops his helmet,
which kind of works because I mean, even though the rest of the team isn't, he's staying alive.
And then he like hits and he like stands forward. He's like, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, he's got that.
He like does like jazz
what
hands
look afterwards. Like what? Bring it.
Jazz hands. Yeah. Oh, future vision. Just kidding.
Made it here. Yes. Not the one I was going to pick.
I got foresight for 2 turns after 10 things. That's so not overpowered. Ruthless debilitation. We're taking that. We're also going to put, where the hell did it go? Ruthless debilitation.
Order.
And deadly momentum. Now we got to get rid of 5.
Whew.
Let's get rid of decay.
Turn meter decay.
Yeah. You get a buff. You gain turn meters. Fine. Let's see. The offense is fine. Turn meters fine. Offensive buffs is fine. We don't need that one. That sucks. I have to spend that.
Mm-hmm. I'd almost rather you have to pay to put them on than pay to take them off. Yeah. Either way, paying just to change it up.
Yeah, it sucks that they do that to us.
That's just silly. That's not my friend, guy. Well, that's not my buddy, guy.
So turn meter off 2 turn meters and all right, we'll get rid of that one. That just sucks. I have to spend 25 of my stuff. That's dumb.
Totally go to Ahsoka Tano shards.
Well, not anymore.
True.
But it would go to the ship.
Oh, Sector 4, yeah, so you're on the last random shop that has any in there.
No, there's a shop in Sector 5 that has them, but I'm not going to buy them. I'm going to buy the ship from now on.
Well, right, because you don't need to,
but
since you're going to be able to
might not
finish
have
off.
enough to buy ship shards. ship shards.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister. Careful.
Yeah. All right. Let's... Galactic Legends. You.
Oh, Clash of Nightmare and Exo.
You.
Good luck in your guys' territory wars.
You. And, shoot.
Basrak, Aldrich, I mean, we're acting as if like that's a glitch. That's not a glitch. That's very much intended by Capital Games, and I don't think they're going to fix it. As much as I agree.
Yeah, paying to remove discs is intentional to ruin your currency. Stupid. Really stupid when everything costs currency, but that's the thing. They want everything to hurt.
Yeah. Like, oh, what? It's not just a full-blown roadblock anymore. It's just a little speed bump. Just a little speed bump until it gets to be about 10 feet tall. Yeah, exactly. Same currency you need for the store. It's all about just whittling you down to nothing.
Let's see.
Ooh. OP Kenobi. Wonder if he means old Ben. Gotta say, I'm pretty excited.
I don't have
about
everybody totally tricked out right now. They're like pretty injured, so.
Still gonna happen. But yeah, super excited about the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show coming up because it's gonna be the only thing that's gonna give us a little bit of leeway until our 3-year wait for the next year Mandalorian season. Good grief. I'll give Kathleen Kennedy way too much time to ruin Star Wars even more.
Those are the cards doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why I'm tearing through this team, I haven't even got to Ultimate yet.
Would you say it was in the cards?
See all the armor shreds? He has 8. Poop, dude. I'm not even going to get to Ultimate. You guys aren't even going to get to see Ultimate.
84%. Basics.
No. Well, I'll do it. I'll do the Ultimate, just so you can see it. It's not gonna, because it's not gonna matter. There it is.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the coolest one so far.
He's like,
all the guys, all shadowy figures in the background, like and supercharged.
And he supercharges them, and this watches. Wow,
406,000. Fantastic.
Fantastico.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory. Yeah, that was looking really bad until
I
we
want to
got
pop in from the corner
immunity.
and go, Toasty.
Oh, look at Ray. She's sitting over here like, hey, how's it going? It's pretty neat.
I think we do that a lot in this game. We create compromises in our mind going, that's so stupid. We use that currency for that. You know, I totally gave up this for that instead of that, you know.
Those
almost
are
like if Capital Games is listening, they'd be like, oh, you know what? If they're willing to sacrifice that, yeah, we'll change that in the game.
Yeah, let's do that one. Ugh. But
Yes, Audrey, I think it should be a good one. Again, same situation. I
have to
really
go through
hope that
Padme?
if we had like Rogue One, Kathleen Kennedy, this is going to be a fantastic show. If we have all the sequels and everything happening since then, like, you know, Fire Carano under ridiculous circumstances, Kathleen Kennedy, then it's probably not going to be a very good show. But either way, I'm holding out hope with both fingers crossed.
I hate Padme teams, just for the record. The Retribution's retarded. But let's see. Let's see. We'll just play it slowly. Let's...
Yeah, gooey guacamole, a glorious hair flip along with a hello there.
Let's do this. She's got the perma lockdown. They're going to hurt him. He's going to revive.
Exactly, going nerdy. What's happened to her since then? Why does she hate Star Wars so much?
And get the critical immunity. And then let's just...
Debuff.
Yeah, this is a tough team. Let's hit everybody with this.
All the bonus protection and health that just pop up out of nowhere.
Man, he does so much damage, he almost killed himself. It's really, really... Oh! He's hurting himself, man.
Anakin hurt her somehow, probably.
Oh! Don't die! Don't die! I don't want to lose.
He filled her car AC vents full of sand, and then she got in one day, turned it on, and she's just never liked Star Wars since.
Do 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 do.
284,000.
284,000.
Slowed it down
against a tank that has like 80% armor.
Didn't condense nothing.
Oh, we should go back and look at Gak here in a minute and see how my opponent did. He probably beat me, but I'm interested. I'm just curious.
Let's see what he do.
Yeah. See what he be doing.
Yes, Nightmare, in Filoni we trust, in Favreau we trust. Let's just hope that they be able to get to take complete control over here at some point so we can get things back on track, right?
I mean, I'm at 50% and still doing okay. That's one thing about this team. There is some durability, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
Yes, going nerdy. It does get everywhere. And she got some in her. Yeah, you know.
Hee-hoo. What are you guys saying? What are you talking about over there?
She got some in her Michael Jackson.
See all this? Oh, I got to re-raise that.
Shimon.
Yeah, so we want this guy who revives the entire team to go away. He can't be here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but this is a very exclusive club, and we are not including you.
And then Newt needs to go away.
It's not like we think we're better than you are. We are.
Yeah. So let's do basic. Basic to die.
Ta-da, ta-die.
No, I have to get to my ultimate without losing somebody, and I don't have the ultimate charged up real well, so this is not good. Let's go ahead and heal you.
Put a little bit of that up.
Let's
Buffs
go
over
ahead.
here. Sprinkle some RNG dust. And whoop highway.
Let's go ahead and give you critical immunity.
Exactly. I get some in mine sometimes. It's not a pretty sight.
Oh, he's going to go crazy again. Oh, what are you doing? 319,000.
Doing? You're dying too quickly. That's what you're doing.
Ding. Yeah, they are dying too quickly.
Yeah,
I told you as soon as I had that 2-disc combo,
yeah,
it would change. This would go from being trash and barely winning every battle to just insane overpowered, even at 50% characters. I mean, like, you got to have the right discs, man. And like, so what was the question earlier? Someone asked, what are your favorite disc combinations? Here you go, you guys. I knew as soon as I had the disc combo, I was doing stupid disc, but it was worth 25 currency to finally get some good discs.
See, and the justification just
by the way,
through.
She is relegate for me because she's on my arena team. So kill him.
Wapowie.
342,000.
Yikes.
I'm gonna let her do the honors. Come on.
Would you one hit this guy for me? Thank you.
Basic for 151,000. I do like Conquest. It is fun. It's really fun to watch too. It's just even if someone else is playing.
I'll admit, I was sandy about it at first. It was not my favorite thing. It's still getting there. It still got plenty of frustrations, but I'm starting to enjoy it more now.
Yeah, I own one. I own none. I own none. Won't use it, but I have none, so I'll take it. I just, to own a card that I will not use, but you got to own something.
Hey, it's the principle of the matter.
Yep. And then is there anything in here good? There is a decay turn meter I own 3 of. I have no vitalities.
You'd be taking 3 turns to every one of theirs.
I don't ever buy any of those, so I'll go up there unless the team is easier down here.
A bit, huh, Audrey?
That one's kind of dumb, but I haven't done Mon Mothma actually yet. I don't know how that's going to play out. Why don't we try against Mon Mothma just to see all that bonus attacking? We're at 35% with Shock T.
Her one weakness, though? Just put a porch light up in the corner. She'll be distracted the rest of the turn.
She's like, oh, what's that? What's
going
on?
What's that? What's this? Yes,
It's a little cat. Okay. Oh, we got to get the 4x X up.
The Mon Mothma prophecies. Let's see what's going on here.
Let's see. Let's get rid of C-3PO. He could shut my team down. Right?
No more
Jerk.
coffee.
Oh. Pretty neat. Yeah, he likes to shut. Oh, and he went stealth. I was hoping to kill him before he went stealth. Oh, they're
trying.
Just do a basic. He got his thing back, but that's okay.
Tell you what, that taunt just hangs on sometimes. Doesn't matter how much you dispel it.
Let's see how much ultimate I got out of that, by the way. You want to use that ability.
How much percentage?
You want to use it right away. We're going to go ahead and do this on my gas. She's going to bring him back, which is okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh,
Did you
let's
kill
do
Ben
this.
just to buff the team?
Let's see how much gas damage is. I couldn't even. How much was that?
Wow, I didn't see anything.
It was like 200,000 or 300,000 damage. I don't even know.
A lot of numbers popped up.
Did you guys see those numbers? I didn't even see those numbers on Gas's hit. It just killed everybody. Yeah. And then everyone fell over.
High score is still racking up here.
Bing, 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 one hit. You know why?
It's going up quicker
because
than my score in
damage
skee-ball.
put him under 100, which triggered the armor shreds, which then allowed for the additional damage to go into the next armor shred, which then allowed for the additional damage to go into the next armor shred, which caused, it's like a rainfall effect of damage. I don't need anything here, but I'll just pick something I don't have. Vitality or potency calibration? Potency calibration.
Audrey, I try to give Marvel a lot of chances, and there's been movies that I've liked, but a lot of their shows just seems like cash grabs to me now. But I have not watched any of Loki yet. Have you?
No, I have not. So
I mean, I would probably enjoy it just for Owen Wilson's Mobius, because wow, it's funny to see him in a Marvel movie or a show.
So no attackers in my squad. You guys got to see the battle I'm going to use with that. It'll be a Jedi Master Luke team with, just passing the coin. I'll go pick a battle and just, do a few of those. That's what I'm going to do for that. Inflicting Marked, I've got now a couple of different teams I can use, and I've got a couple of good, if I decide to use my Jedi, I've got a good team to mark with that. What do I have over here? I do have there is a nice turn meter back here. I don't need it, but that would be what I would pick. And then this is a really overpowered team. I can't even remember what you're supposed to do. Wait for it. Yeah, the leader is overpowered. You got to kill everybody to critically damage her. She gets weak. Hindered movement. I don't do that one. That's stupid. Use without any supports. Attack out of turn 30 times. Okay. Attack out of turn and without using supports. I really feel like this needs a team that I'm probably low on right now, like this team, basically, or Jedi. We'll just do Jedi in general. I think that I'm really low on any of them.
Yeah, Audrey, I don't know. It speaks to an interesting phenomena going on right now. There's a lot of people really enjoying and falling in love with the villain or the evil character in a lot of these shows, because Loki is just really a piece of crap in a lot of ways. He's entertaining and he's funny, and I think people enjoy him from the fact that they know that they always know what to get with him, but it's just kind of odd to me that we see a lot more villains being praised over the heroes of these shows a lot, so that's kind of weird to me. And Crackshot seems to have summarized the live stream well. Rey is a poop character. Star Wars Galaxy of Trash. Strong Woman, Galaxy of Trash.
Yeah. So I don't even know if I can do it with this team just because I've got a lot of issues with my stamina.
And Ranger, we're going to get to the GAC.
That's a quote. Warrior said, I have a lot of issues with my stamina.
Whoops. Was that a Freudian slip there?
It wasn't a Miss Warrior quote, so yeah. I'm just saying.
Was it a misnomer? No, it's a Miss Warrior.
No, the characters, you guys, the characters. Nothing wrong with my stamina. Let's go ahead and try an ability block. Oh, we got to get off 1X.
It was cool to pinpoint a few cool shots there, but after that,
we got to pass the coin as fast as humanly possible. Once they're done,
we want to pass the coin. We don't want
the hell out of me.
Pass
Good
the
God, man!
Coin.
Come on, stop! She's already halfway to her thing. And try and stun them a little. God, she's.
Nightmare, I wouldn't say that he's so much a good guy in Mandalorian. He's just more of a gray or a scoundrel now than just being an evil bounty hunter. Because he would have totally said dark side before, and now he's somewhere probably in the middle, so more gray. What is it? Sometimes fate favors the wicked.
Oh, dang it. I lost somebody.
Yeah, Audrey, can't knock Marvel in general for their success because they are putting out some entertaining stuff for sure. Although I do lean a little bit more towards what Martin Scorsese said about a lot of the Marvel movies is their theme parks. They're not really like character-driven, emotional shows that do a lot for acting, because I think a lot of the guys do act really well in spite of what they're given to work with, but it is definitely a...
Oh my God.
Definitely a one-hit wonder. Wait, no, what?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
The stamina was an issue because they definitely got to go first.
That's right. You were right.
What do you say?
You're too low on stamina to get through Rey.
Yeah, I am too low on stamina
Called it.
to get through Rey.
Yeah.
I figured so much, but you really want a team where you can get all that bonus protection. So when she does those shots, you just absorb it. And I'll be honest, you can easily absorb it with that team if
usually, yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Because my ultimates, whenever I play with Rey, don't play out like that.
Yeah. No, you win pretty easily, actually, most of the time. Let me go back real quick, see where we're at. We're doing pretty good. We got
moving right along.
Yeah, we got a little bit further. We did about half of Sector 4 today. That's pretty good because I did 3 sectors in one day and then let everything recharge for today, and then we did about a half a sector. Tomorrow I'll probably finish that sector and then let things recharge for a couple of days and then do a big push on the last sector in one day. So
go back Sean Connery style and make it a sexy sector.
Sexy sector. Yeah, people giving me stuff. That's pretty neat. Get my energy real quick. I want to go back and look at Grand Arena, you guys, before we go. And then we have Storytime. Storytime is actually kind of funny. I mentioned it last week and told you I would tell you this story. So you might remember that I told you. I told you. Galactic battles. Oops, that's not what we're doing. We're going Grand Arena. He has 2 hours left. He may have won, like I said.
Let's see.
I just want to see how well he did.
Let's see what's behind door number. Well, okay then.
2 hours. What are you doing, buddy?
He likes the suspense. He wants it to build. I want to beat you in the last 15 minutes.
He was probably waiting to see if I would showcase what's in behind door number 2, but I'm not going to tell him or show him what's behind there. He knows I've set a couple GLs, and he's probably trying to figure out what GL not to use in the front. So he knows what to save for the back, and he's got a couple hours to figure it out. Probably going to watch the live stream to finish it off. So we'll see. We'll see. By the way,
yes, Xevious, that's the lesson for the day.
Yeah. By the way, you guys, if you didn't see this earlier,
oh yeah,
that's me, and that's everybody on the stream right now. You my regulars. Family. That's it, Dom. Family. That's a funny meme. So Storytime.
And Zeebus, we don't want to do that because, like everything else, it was just given to Ray. So, we don't need to.
We're going to go a little bigger for story time, but I have to keep it a little smaller because I need something to go over there for story time because it's hilarious. I was watching the news, reading the news, whatever. I don't watch the news anymore. What am I lying?
Yeah,
I'm lying. I don't watch the news.
Some slips in occasionally, and it's just like, the misinformation.
But I see the news. I read the news. I have an app for that, and it's called Smart News, and it pulls news from literally every news source in the world and compiles it, and then it has a slider scale that's red and blue, and it literally shows the article whether it's leans more to the left or more to the right or whether it's neutral. And so anyway, you can tell whether it's more leaning one way or the other. It's an interesting app. It's kind of nice. I kind of like it because you can kind of see which filter it's being used on. You have to take everything written with a grain of salt, but this has nothing to do with politics, by the way. Just kind of a cool app. So anyway, I get my news from Smart News, and it's a really cool, like I said, app. I get paid for it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Sponsoring
today's episode. No, just kidding. But anyway, it's a cool app. And I saw an article and it was hilarious because it was about this, this kid, or this guy, whatever, he's younger than me, so he's a kid, I guess, who got caught, driving through a HOV lane with a mask. I got to show this picture. This is freaking hilarious. Look at that, dude.
It's a genius.
Yeah, look at this.
I'm sure a lot of people do this. But.
Yeah, so he put this Long Island driver given a summons for driving in the HOV lane with a fake passenger. And
that passenger identifies as real. So, whoa, bigot, calm down.
I know. And I'm actually quite impressed that he did that. His mistake was he didn't put it on the back seat. I'm going to get into that in a minute. He needed tinted windows and it needed to be the back seat. But anyway.
Voice of experience here.
Yeah. So, I saw this article. I was scrolling through, and I saw this, and I just started laughing out loud. I couldn't stop laughing. He's not the only one. He's not alone. And I'm sad to say that he got caught, and he actually had to pay his summons, for doing this. And some people would be upset about this. I'm not. I'll be honest. I think that it's ingenious, and I'm not for it because he's bucking a system or anything like that. We don't know his story. Like, I don't know why he was doing it. I don't know for what reason or whatnot. And it actually,
for sure.
Well, and it takes me to a story time for myself. So I'll leave that up there while we're telling the story. So I know he should have put a shirt on him or something. But so when I was in the Navy, a lot of you know, most of you know my story. I was in BUDS, Basic Underwater Demolition SEALs, and that I was in Class 211. That was over on Coronado Island. Now they call it Coronado Island, but it's, it was built by the Seabees, but it's actually a peninsula. It connects to south, which is Chula Vista. But Chula Vista, that where the Seabees connected the island to Chula Vista, it's a long ass drive, excuse my language. But if you want to go from the base, like North Island and Coronado Island, like where the SEAL base is and where the amphibious base is, where we ate, the amphibious base, the SEAL base, or North Island, or any of those things, if you want to go from there all the way down the Silver Strand, down into Chula Vista, all the way back through and back around into San Diego, like, you're talking about over an hour drive just to get into town for like a meal or something, or to watch a movie or something like that. And when I was it was in the 90s, mid 90s. There still is, nothing happened. There's no like terrorism or nothing. There's a bridge that goes from Coronado Island, and they call it an island because it was an island, from Coronado Island to San Diego, downtown San Diego. Literally, it goes into downtown. There's a bridge that goes from downtown, right next to the 8, actually, Highway 8. It's right near there, the 5 and the 8, and to Coronado Island. And you can take that, and it literally goes, from your base to downtown, and you can do it in like 15 minutes. And so if you're if you're on the base and you want to go do anything, you take the island, the bridge. You wouldn't want to drive like 3 hours out of your way to go there and back, plus whatever you're doing. It's just craziness, especially when you're in, BUDS, and not getting any sleep, and, hardly have any time available, and got all these, prerequisites and things you have to do. So you go with people, right? Because there was an HOV lane. Now, a lot of people don't know this because right now that bridge is free. You can go back and forth for free. There's no toll. In the 90s, that was an exclusivity thing. And to go into the island, you had to pay a toll 100% of the time. If you were not alone, you could go through an HOV lane for free. But if you were alone, you had to pay the toll. I don't know why, but that was just a thing. Yep. And so they had on the far right, on the farthest right, they had a single HOV lane you could go through. It was manned most of the time, but most of the time it was manned with somebody that just kind of watched you drive through and kind of waved you on, or it was unmanned with a camera. But it was the far right. Every other one, people had to pull in and pay the toll. It was for people driving alone. And a lot of people drove alone. I'll be honest. Most people had to pull in and pay the toll. Very few people went through the tolling, although there were some people that would go through because there was multiple people in their vehicle, so it was free to get through. And so they had the one HOV lane. And back then, again, there was the toll. And so you would try to grab people from your base to take them into town and stuff like that, but it's not...
I'm not going with. I'm trying to avoid a toll. Oh, okay.
Exactly. But you're a prisoner on that island if you don't happen to have somebody that can go with you or whatever. And there was many a time where people are exhausted and, they're like, you're like, hey, I want to go and whatever. And they're just like, no, I'm not going, man. Like, I don't want to go in. I don't have money. I don't want to waste money. I'm exhausted. I've got to polish my boots. I got to recreate my hat. Like, we had to rebuild our hats every single night with starch and stuff. I mean, there was just so much stuff we had to do that I was like, I'm going. So I would go alone often back into town. I wanted to relax and stuff and go eat and go explore and do life. And so I would by myself. Well, I would take my sea bag, which is, basically a green bag that's the size of a small human. I filled it up with random stuff, put it in my back seat. I did have tinted windows. In San Diego, you could have pretty dark tinted windows and get away with it. I actually bought the car with tinted windows, put it in my back seat, promptly put a hat on it, and would drive into town, do what I wanted to do. And then when I'd come back, I would drive through the HOV lane. And when it was unmanned, it was no big deal. But when it was manned, I would just simply look back.
Talk to the duffel bag in the back seat.
And I would talk to the duffel bag in the back seat. Never once did I get in trouble or caught or pulled over or anything. A couple of times the guy looked at me like,
that's a weird looking dude back there.
Yeah, like trying to see if who in the back seat was really
Stop, back up. Did you just assume this bag's preferred pronoun?
Yeah. And so I just, having done this, literally used a duffel bag, my literal sea bag with a hat on and everything. I even put glasses on the sea bag, tied it around the bag and put a hat on it and put it in the back seat. So it would be hard to see. And I put a jacket and I kind of put some stuff in front and pulled the seat kind of back a little bit. And then I put some stuff in the front seat, whatever I bought or whatever would go in the front seat. And then I would just, if there was someone there at the HOV lane, as I drove, you have to kind of slow down a little bit. I would drive a little faster than you were supposed to, but not much. And I would just kind of lean back and just...
Yeah, you weren't paying attention. Too good of a conversation.
I would have a conversation with the individual in the back, the fake individual in the back, and they would kind of look at me as I drove by. And there was a couple times, like I said, where they were like,
what's going on here, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, you could tell a couple times they were like, what is that? Is that a person he's talking to? What is they could kind of tell. But that was my carpool buddy, and that was how I was able to get back. Because if not, I was literally a prisoner in my own base. Like, I couldn't leave. I was stuck on an island, and I couldn't go anywhere. And that wasn't really, in my opinion, fair that I had to pay. And I'll be honest, I made like $400 a month. You don't make money in the Navy or the Army or anywhere at all. It was really terrible money at the time, really bad. It just really, really bad, really, really bad. You don't make a lot of money. I'm not going to pay a toll every single day that I want to go out.
In the Navy.
Yeah, really bad.
You can sail the 7 Seas.
Then I see this article, and I see that this guy gets pulled over in the HOV. And like I said, you know my story. The story is that I wanted to go out and actually live life, and I just felt like a prisoner, and I didn't want to be a prisoner, and I needed something, and I didn't want to have to pay a toll every single time.
And I was poor. That's been paid for probably 6 times over by the time you pull through it.
Yeah, Ballin' Thug says he thought I was a good person. Now he knows that I've cheated the carpool lane. Yep, I am. But this is the deal. Why didn't they allow all of the military personnel on that base or on any of those bases to be able to go through single without paying, but they
like
they
so many
didn't.
things in life. Why are there not benefits for military people?
Yeah, but to me, it was like a scam for specifically to get the military people, because the people that lived on Coronado Island almost always went out as a family and back as a family. They were the ones going through the HOV. It was all of us single individuals that were military folk that were having to go through individually and paying that toll. And I was like, that's just super unfair. I can't afford that. Like, I'm making no money at all. Even in the 90s, like $400, $500, $600 a month is nothing. I guess, you know what I mean? Like back then that was like half of poverty, you know. Poverty people were like, do you need some money, bud? You know, they were like, hey, can I get you a sandwich? You know, homeless people are like, here, let me help you.
Yeah, right.
So it was pretty
I'm doing
bad.
pretty good today. Let me help you out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the military? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was really bad. It just, the only time I ever made any really good money was literally when we went to Coronado Island stuff, and when actual buds started, like this was during, most of the time this was during PRTT and stuff, but when we actually started buds for the actual training, you actually get paid a stipend because it's dangerous duty. So you actually get like a dangerous duty pay.
It's basically beyond what you signed up for initially.
Yeah, which is, you know, an extra few hundred bucks or whatever, 450 or whatever, because, you know, you might die, which I come to find out is actually a legitimate thing. That's how I got injured, was inside buds. But so anyway, I just thought this to be a funny story. It happened to me. And so I don't judge this guy. I don't know. Maybe he was going to see grandma. Maybe he's broke.
Clever. Let him off with a small fine.
Yeah. So I just let him off with no fine. They could have just told him, you know, hey, let him go. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming on, hanging out with us. Thank you, Sure Shot, as always, coming on and hanging out.
Always like being here.
I know you're busy.
You guys are great.
You got stuff you got to do today.
Yeah. Full afternoon.
Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming on, doing some Conquest with us, checking out Grand Arena. If you're interested to know whether I win or lose the Grand Arena today, I did okay. I tripped a couple times. He's tripped once. We'll see. I am going to post it on Twitter, so you can look at that. My Twitter handle is @WarriorPresent. No S, just Warrior Present. You can go follow me there and check it out, and I'll post how I do. Everybody else, keep your gaming on. Warrior.
And Sure Shot.
Out.